Read it again.
The revelation of Jesus Christ.
So this is the revealing of Jesus Christ,
which God gave unto him, to show unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass.
Read verse 14. No, read start 11.
Verse 11.
So this is John the Divine, or John the Revelator, revealing to us what Jesus Christ looked like. Read.
Revelation chapter 1, verse 11. Saying, I am Alpha and Omega.
Adrian, who is Alpha and Omega? Yeah. The beginning and the end. Who is that? Jesus Christ. Read.
The first and the last. What thou seest, write in a book.
So what you see when you turn around John the Divine or John the Revelator, write in a book. Verse 3.
Blessed is he that readeth.
So he put it in a book so that we could read it, so that we could know what Jesus the Christ looked like. Verse 14.
Verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
Adrian, what people on earth have woolly hair? Hair is a sheep. Take that hat off. We do, right? Read.
As white as snow.
So his hair was white and woolly. What is the image of Christ that we're giving him in heaven? A white man, right? All right, so we're going to play a game. We're going to see if the image that they give us lines up with the description that's found in the Bible, or if he have, or if he is a different color man. Read.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
So Adrian, if you had on sandals, the top of your feet will be the same color as the rest of your body, right? Might be a little bit lighter because they don't see the sun as much, right? But it's not going to be a completely different color, right? Read.
And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace.
Adrian, what color is brass? It's a copper color, like a brown, a golden brown, right? Read what you just read again.
And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace.
When anything in a furnace, if you burn it, what color is it coming out? Black. Black. Christ was a dark black man.
That's right.
Black and beautiful.
Right.
Just like his forefather Solomon. Just like his forefather David. Christ was a black man according to the scriptures.
So Adrian, you know anything about history? Like world history? You familiar with it? Okay, so historically, who are the Greeks? What nation of people are the Greeks, historically? Greeks, yeah. Like Alexander. You heard of Alexander the Great? Right. They was white, right? So watch this. Give me 1 Maccabees chapter 1, verse 1. So this is the Bible. What our people don't understand is, when we came over here on slave ships, we couldn't read, we couldn't write. They took the Bible from us. And then after years of oppressing us and us not being able to read or write, they reintroduced the Bible to us like the author was bringing it out. It's a version of the Bible called the Slave Bible, where it's only certain sections of the Bible that they gave to us. So they could push their understanding of our records, because this Bible is a history book.
Right.
Like he was just bringing out, all the men in this Bible are men of color, our forefathers. So listen to what the Greeks did when Alexander reigned, and they was the head over the world like the white man is today in America. This is the headquarters of the world. This is the most famous, most powerful nation, America. They set up territories in every nation. They'll go to Iraq, Iran. They'll change their laws.
Right.
They'll bomb them countries they don't agree with the philosophies that America is pushing, the bills and all that stuff. So when you go into the Maccabees, it's a repeat in America, and that is
the first book of the Maccabees, verse 1. And it happened after that Alexander, son of Philip, the Macedonian, who came out of the land of Shittim, had smitten Darius, king of the Persians and Medes.
So our people, some of our people, they say the Bible ain't real. They say the white man wrote it, it's not real, but Maccabees just said it happened. It was a war. When you can look all this information up on Google. Darius III of the Persian and Mede Empire, they were the ruling empire on the earth. Alexander the Great, a Greek, the Grecians came against him and conquered him. You seen the movie 300? That's a storyline of what we read right here. On the first one, the king was named Xerxes. When you go into the book of Esther, he married our foremothers. All this stuff is recorded in the Bible, but they try to put on a facade to keep the Bible away from what we live in every day.
Bring it out.
This is the only true book on the earth. This Bible is the only book of prophecy in the Greek.
That's right. That he reigned in his stead, the first over Greece.
So King Alexander the Great, he was the first king of the Greeks. He was the first man to unite all the Greek city-states. Jump down to verse 9.
Verse 9. And after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves.
And when he died, his kingdom got split to his 4 generals.
So did their sons after them many years, and evils were multiplied in the earth.
What did God say about when the white man took over?
And evils were multiplied in the earth.
God said evils was multiplied in the earth when the white man took over. So the white man couldn't have wrote the Bible.
Bring it out.
Because you think he in the Bible telling you, hey, when I took over the earth, it got evil as hell. No. God is bringing this out. Jump to verse 59. So watch what they did to the Bible, our record books, historically. Read.
First Maccabees chapter 1, verse 59.
Bring it out.
Now the 25th day of the month, they did sacrifice upon the idol altar, which was upon the altar of God. At which time, according to the commandment, they put to death certain women.
So they started killing our women. They were sacrificing to idols on our altar where we sacrifice to God. They started killing our women, Reed.
That had caused their children to be circumcised.
Because it's a custom of the Israelites on the 8th day, we're supposed to sacrifice the male children because our forefather Abraham made a covenant with God. So we circumcised them on the 8th day.
Bring it out.
So they started making it to where we stopped. We couldn't circumcise. They found you circumcised and they'll kill you and your kids. That's a scare tactic they use to stop us to keep the covenant that we have with God. Because they know when we in the midst of sin, God won't deal with us. That's the reason they was able to enslave us.
Bring it out.
They didn't come to the shores of Africa or to Portugal or to Spain where we were set up with the Bible and like, hey, nigga, get on slave ship. No. We was in the midst of sin and we went to war and we lost the war with them. That's what happened, Reed.
And they hanged the infants about their necks and rifled their houses.
Read that again.
And they hanged the infants about their necks.
What they hanging us over here in America when we got here? Lynching. They call it lynch, named it after Willie Lynch. They still lynch people to this day. So this Bible telling you it's nothing new under the sun.
Bring it out.
In the time of the Greeks, Alexander, Ptolemy, Seleucus, they was doing it. They was hanging us then, and they was hanging us now. It's not new under the sun. Only thing that's going on is in the Bible during the time of the Greeks, we knew we was the Israelites.
Right.
We knew we was God's chosen people. Today we think we black, African Americans, Islam, Baptists, all these religions, but God only calling us the Israelites.
That's right.
God calling us his chosen people.
Bring it out.
And slew them that had circumcised them.
Come on.
Howbeit, many in Israel were fully resolved and confirmed in themselves not to eat any unclean thing.
So our forefathers had it, they made up their mind. I'm not going to break the laws of God. I'm going to continue to keep the commandments. I don't care if death comes. And that's the mind we got to get back to.
First Maccabees chapter 1, verse 50.
Because I got to touch on that point about the Bible, guys. You said it's the white man's book. I'm going to show you what they were doing to the Bible. Read. Jump to the scene.
Verse 56. And when they had rent in pieces the books of the law which they found, they burnt them with fire.
You heard that, Adrian? Read that again from the top.
First Maccabees chapter 1, verse 56. And when they had rent in pieces the books of the law which they found, they burnt them with fire.
So when they found our Bible, we going to war with the Greeks. They broke into Jerusalem. They started to ransack the city. They hit the temple. They found the Bible. What they started doing to the Bible?
They burnt them with fire.
They burned the Bible with fire. But today they tell you, God love everybody. It's an all-inclusive book. It's for everybody.
We used to scream black power while Heron was pushed But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.